Hello. I decided I would make a video, another one about saving money. This time, I wanted to focus on not spending money to save money. And I know that sounds like a paradox or oxymoron, but it's not. So, first, let me introduce myself. My name is Michelle. I'm 48. I'm a mom. I used to work full time as a teacher. This is my second year working part time. So, I am focused on making money, saving money, so that I can maintain this positive part time lifestyle, y'all, because it is amazing. I love it. So I've noticed lately, I've been on YouTube a lot looking at like ways to save money. And so I have stumbled across a boatload of cash budgeters, which of course, I've tried Dave Ramsey before. Unfortunately for me, having autumn little envelopes, it was too cumbersome. It doesn't fit with my minimalist lifestyle, but they're so cute. Like I wish I could get into it, but I have started using more cash, but I just kind of have a set amount for the week. And then I'm just using that. Like I don't have all these little envelopes for different things. However, I love the idea of like savings challenges and kind of making savings fun. Now, what I've noticed, and it's kind of been a little discouraging, which is kind of why I decided to make this video, is that there's a bunch of cash budgeters who have now put out savings trackers that are like 25, 30, $40. Y'all, I'm not going to spend $25 to save some money because I could start with the 25 that I could save by not buying the planner. So I thought about it and I was like, okay, well, what if though we do want to make savings fun? What if you do want to participate in a savings challenge, but you're like me and you're like, I just cannot see myself spending that money on that. So I decided, since I'm a little creative and tech savvy, that I would make some savings trackers. And I'm going to include the link below. So there's two different options. One, if you have access to your own printer, then it's free. Just click on the link to the PDF and print them out. And if you don't have access to your own printer, I have an Etsy store. The link is down below. You can buy it, but it's only $3. Because I'm thinking that should cost me, depending on, how much ink I have to use, which hopefully shouldn't be enough. So I'm thinking $3 plus shipping. Needless to say, you're going to be able to get the trackers for hopefully under $10 unless you just live somewhere really far. So anyway, I thought about just the merit of saving and how usually what gets in our way is we have a goal. And then soon as we get off track, we're like, okay, I'm done. I'm not doing it. Like, so I've seen the 52-week challenges, the $5 challenges, the dollar challenges, which I love. I love that idea. I also love, the idea of setting a goal and saying, oh, I'm trying to save, $1,000 in a year or in 6 months. But I realized that those kind of set us up, that we can fail because, if you don't reach your goal, then you're like, oh man, I didn't save as much as I wanted. And so I thought for 2023 that we could focus on just getting in the habit of savings. I love James Clear and his idea of before you can perfect a habit, it has to be a habit. So right now, my goal for the upcoming year is just to get in the habit of saving, not saving for something, but literally just saving. And so I decided I'm going to do like 2 check-ins. So I'm going to do a 6-month check-in. So in June, I'll check in and see how much have I saved. And then I'll do another one in December. And I've decided that for me, because I am trying to get out of debt, that I will use that money to, put towards one of my credit card bills. And so hopefully you'll join me. But the idea is that if every month we just get in the habit of saving, because we all can save something, regardless of how much or how little we make. So, your savings challenge, it might be, and you'll notice when you click on the link below and you see the challenges, they're just shapes and you can color them in. And there's a space for you to tell how much that shape is worth to you. So it might be worth a dime. It might be worth a penny. It might be worth a nickel, a dollar, a quarter, $5, $10, $20, whatever you pick. And how cool is it if just to create the habit, just to remind yourself, okay, it is not about how much you save. It's literally just getting into the habit of saving money on a regular basis. What if, like, in January, you start off with, like, I don't know, dimes or quarters. And then in February, you're like, you know what? I think I'll do like a quarter, or I'll do $1. And then in March, maybe you up it to, $5, or maybe you go back down and say, no, you know what? I'm just going to do change this month. I'm going to do quarters. How many quarters can I save? Because again, at the end of the day, kind of my goal for 2023 is just to save something, to get in the habit of constantly saving. Because I know that, I've been discouraged like other people. I see these people on here and they're like, oh, look, I saved $5,000 in a month. Not me. Or I saved 5,000 in 6 months. No, because again, my main focus is creating sustainable money habits. So I know that for the rest of my life, I can save something. Now, I might not always be able to save all my change or all my fives or all my ones or whatever it is, but I know that every month I can save something. I can get into the habit of saving. And I just think it's cute when you like make a little game out of it. And in this way I can color in my little shapes and all that kind of stuff. The other thing is to be more green. If once you print it out and you want to reuse it, you could put it in page protectors and then go ahead and get some dry erase markers from my favorite place, Dollar Tree. And then you could just kind of color them in each month. And then at the end of the month, you could erase it because, of course, we definitely want to be more green. So it's definitely not necessary that you would have to buy new ones every year. So that's the other thing with if you don't have a printer and you end up ordering it off of Etsy, then there's no year on it. So that way, if you want, you could totally slip each month in a page protector and then, that way you could reuse it. So keep that in mind. That way you're not like, I don't want to say wasting paper, but kind of, because I mean, technically, as cute as it is, once the month's over, if you've colored it in, I mean, I guess you can look back over it over the years. I think for this coming year, I am going to like print them out and color them as of right now. Who knows? In the next couple weeks, I might change my mind and feel like, no, it's easier just to use a dry erase marker and color it. So again, just a quick recap. I have posted a link down below for anybody who wants to join me in 2023 on this Save Something Savings Challenge. So it means it does not matter how much, how little. The goal is just to create a sustainable habit of saving, and not necessarily saving for something, but just getting in the habit of just, saving some of your money, okay? And not saving to deprivation point where you're like, oh my goodness, I cut out every single thing so I could save this. No, because again, that's not sustainable. So just, if you do cash, now of course, if you don't use cash, I guess you could get creative on how you can do it. I'm going to do cash though. And the way I'm envisioning it is because I've recently switched to kind of like a weekly budget instead of a monthly, even though I get paid monthly. I think what I'm going to do is at the end of every week, whatever I haven't spent, I think I'm going to take some of that and like save it. So it might be, my coins, it might be it might be dollars, it might be fives. I'm not really sure. But yeah, so I hope you will join me, and until later, be grateful. Bye-bye.